calm down, calm down. You know, it's Friday, so that means we do this first. Let's welcome tonight's guest. His eyes sparkle when he rips into Meghan Markle. Fox News contributor Douglas Murray. Like a kitchen knife, she's sharp, useful, and banned from airplanes. Fox News anchor Julie Banderas. His act is just like his hair, pretty thin. Comedian Joe DeVito. And she's like a Major League Baseball game. She goes on and costs guys a fortune in beer. Fox News contributor Kat Tiff. All right. Now, before we get to some news stories, it's Friday, so let's do this.
Greg's Leftovers.
That's right, it's Leftovers. This is where I read the jokes that we didn't use this week. And as always, it is my first time reading these. So if they suck, you get to kill a writer. Here we go. On Monday, superstar QB, that's short for quarterback, Cat, Aaron Rodgers was traded by the Green Bay Packers to the New York Jets. Rodgers says he looks forward to spending more time with his family during the playoffs. Sports joke. Legendary TV host Jerry Springer passed away on Thursday. A small service will be held for family, close friends, strippers, dwarves, skinheads, and baby mamas. In an interview, Steven Spielberg says he regrets editing E.T. to remove guns from policemen's hands. In his defense, Spielberg said E.T. was way ahead on transgender issues. True. According to astrobiologists, space tourists will need to sign legal waivers banning them from having sex while in space. Disappointing travelers who assumed the voyage would include a little tang. On Monday, CNN parted ways with Don Lemon, who complained. That was the big news. Who complained they didn't reach out to him before he was terminated, adding if they wanted to keep the news quiet, they could have aired it during his show. A new analysis of census data shows that Gen Z women are identifying as bisexual in record numbers, making for complicated first dates since no one knows how to pay for dinner. Kentucky Congressman James Comer has accused the Biden family of running an influence peddling scheme, which is news to anyone who's seen Joe Biden's peddling. That's cute. I screwed it up. All right, I'll take it. Speculation is rampant that Hunter Biden is living at the White House. Sources were tipped off after a janitor was overheard saying, "I haven't cleaned up this much evidence since Bill Clinton left." I thought it was going to be more disgusting. I was hoping for it. During a Florida campaign stop, former President Trump handed out pizza and asked, "Does anybody want a piece that I've eaten?" It's the surest sign yet that he wants Chris Christie for VP. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm said this week she wants all U.S. military vehicles to be electric by 2030. The hardest part will be finding extension cords for the tanks. That's not how they work. New details have emerged about last week's explosion of the SpaceX rocket. Apparently, engineers tried to prevent it from prematurely exploding by telling it to think about baseball. The U.S. Embassy in Sudan has been evacuated, making it the fourth embassy around the world to have been evacuated under President Biden. Wow, this guy's good, said one expert. And finally, those are my two favorite words. President Biden had words of encouragement for Americans still trapped in Sudan, saying, "How hard is it to get out of a four-door car?" That was good. That was a good one. That was worth a chuckle. All right, now to the news. Let me put on my news glasses. The Times says we shouldn't care if Joe Biden's not all there. Here's an easy medical test. If you don't know by now that Joe Biden's brain is mush, then you may also have dementia. Time to start injecting balance of nature. But for everyone who does see the deterioration of President Poopy Pants, you won't be surprised to discover that the New York Times has no problem with his decline. In fact, who needs a healthy president, they argue? Well, what's next? Blind pilots? Quote, strange as it may sound, the American government can function without a healthy president. Well, that's good to know, you jackasses. These are the same dopes, mind you, who wanted Trump thrown out of office with the 25th Amendment or with the phony Russiagate narrative. When he was deemed unfit, that was an existential threat. But Joe being a cognitive disaster, well, that's just adorable. It's like having a puppy with 3 legs. He can use the other 3 and he hops like a bunny. And it's so cute when he gets lost. But you think at least one time he'd get up and say, "I'm running for president. Where am I going?"
You think at least one time he'd get up and say, "I'm running for president. Where am I going? Where the hell am I going? I want to get out." Oh, no, over there, over.
You know, I don't think we deserve him. He's just too good for us. The Times writer also compared Biden to FDR and Reagan, who had their own health problems, and pointed to cabinet secretaries and military leaders who got us through it. Yeah, but those guys never got lost in their own yard. By the way, did you know that the one thing Biden thought when he got to be president was that he'd get to give orders, but he takes more orders than he did?
By the way, the one thing I thought when I got to be president, I'd get to give orders. But I take more orders than I ever did.
Yeah. And those orders include, don't touch anything on your desk, and please stop sniffing our children. It is kind of cute, though, him thinking he could be president. You know, just because an airline pilot pins wings on a 5-year-old doesn't really mean he gets to fly the jumbo jet. I wonder if it's hard for Joe to keep track of the last place he was.
I'm trying to think, where was the last place I was? It's hard to keep track. I mean, yeah, you're right, Ireland.
Maybe that was Dr. Jill pretending to be a child. Ireland! Ireland! And there you go. Children can outthink him and need fewer diapers. What say you, Joe?
No. Look, the kid didn't let me finish. Or I take orders sometimes. Sometimes I take, like a food order for the staff. I'll say, who wants coffee? What does it say? Who-buddy? Anybody. Who-buddy. I just made up a word. Do you ever make up a word? I do that sometimes. Like sniffalicious. You know what sniffalicious means? If you want to know, you gotta get in close.
All right.
Oh my God, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Got to get this straight, Douglas. In America, if a Republican president is deemed unfit, it's an existential threat. But if it's Democrat, it's like, you really don't need a healthy president after all. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's like, it's fine. This machine runs itself.
Yes, exactly.
This isn't a car. This is the United States of America.
Yeah.
The idea, I mean, if the Times actually thinks this is the case, then they should have told us ahead of the last election as well. It said,
Right.
It doesn't really matter who's president, and we don't really care because in the end, it's run by someone else. By the way, the Ireland thing, that that was gruesome.
Yes.
That was really... Also, considering this president has avoided more press conferences than any previous president, the fact that when he does appear in public, it's in front of a small group of children and he can't do questions and answers with them either is a problem.
Wouldn't that be great if that was actually like Peter Ducey's child? So you had like,
Oh my God.
you have like Steve Ducey, then you got Peter Ducey, and then you got another Ducey. Ireland. Julie, I had a question for you. Joe finally admitted what we've been totally saying, that Joe isn't running the show, that he takes orders, that it's really a bunch of wokesters that are pulling all the strings. He just said it. I almost admire the fact that he admitted it.
I do. I think every man actually should follow in his footsteps and admit that they do not give the orders.
Yes.
But women agree in here. They're laughing inside. But I will say this, you know, when you compare this president to past presidents, okay, so the Times compared him to Roosevelt, who had numerous health issues, Reagan, who had Alzheimer's after he left the office. That's the whole point. There's the difference.
Right.
He's currently in office. So to say that a president's health fitness and mental fitness is not important in order to hold the office, the highest office in the land, is absolutely bogus.
So what do you make of this, Joey?
Well, I think for presidential health, they've lowered the bar. It's lower than the one that keeps him from falling out of bed at night.
Oh, no.
What is the spin they're trying to say? Many chickens who've had their heads cut off lead rewarding lives for much. It's so ridiculous that they're actually trying to say it doesn't matter if he's in charge by comparing him to FDR. Oh, I mean, the president with polio who died in office, that's the standard we're setting for performance. And I think you can tell because whoever yelled at Ireland, I don't know if it was a child or maybe a leprechaun.
Yes.
I'm not sure what that voice. But I think the key for him with the press conferences is to keep having younger and younger people ask questions until finally he's just yelling at a sonogram.
Yeah. You know, Joe kind of hit on something. You know, FDR died in office, and statistically, I mean, Biden, the Democrats are putting forth a candidate that statistically will die in office. He's already passed the life expectancy.
That I'll have.
Yes.
I just think it's very revealing that they are setting the bar at functioning.
Yes.
Because I can admit that there have been times in my life when I've given myself credit for still functioning.
You're right.
But that's not when things were going well.
No.
If I'm like, you did it, Kat, you got out of bed. That's not bragging.
Yeah.
That means that things are going, vote for me. I'm out of bed sometimes. Like, that's all that they couldn't have said things are going worse better than setting the bar at functioning.
Yeah, you know what it is? They act like he has a hangover. Yeah. Oh, you know, he does a pretty good job.
Get through today.
Yeah, just get through the day.
You're the president, bro.
Oh, man, I could go for a cheeseburger or a shake. So.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that's what I had to offer.
Oh well, all right. She gets her #1 book. She
What?
just mailing it in.
Mailing it. I think the word you're looking for is succinct.
There you go. All right. Before we go, you can now pre-order my book, my new book, Kat, The King of Late Night. Oh, this book's great. There's even autographed editions available. Look at that cover. Is that beautiful?
Is that really the cover?
That is really the cover. Yeah.
There's not time to redesign.
They had to actually dial back the muscles. Now you can get that book plus tickets for my upcoming tour at ggutfeld.com. Are you performing in Chicago this weekend?
Yeah, and Sunday.
Are there still tickets?
Yeah, there's still tickets.
Where
People
is
should
it?
Get them. It's at Park West in Chicago on Sunday at 8 p.m. It's going to be so much fun.
Where do people get those tickets?
You can. Oh, I have a website, therealcattimp.com.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.